You know, this is about the right time to call it, but I'm gonna keep going. Get all the health points. 3 points. I think I will save up one more point for the energy. Let's take a look. Launch energy costs. Shield strength. Reload speed. So wait, if I... Oh yeah, that is like twice as fast. It feels like. Okay, so surge. There we go. Missions. I'm in research. I need to find Underhill's lab in central research. Below central research. What is this quest for again? Active threshold. I don't know what this active threshold thing is, so let's go over there, I guess. Oh, my child wants to be released. Give me 1 moment. And yes, I refer to a cat as my child. Because, I mean... why wouldn't I? Let's see here. Where is... I think I found the path. Seize accelerator. Here's hoping this can increase my tolerance for the mold. Aha! I knew something was going to be on the way down. Most of them aren't hidden too... like too difficult to find a spot. They aren't too difficult to locate usually, but sometimes they will. They could be. That's concerning audio sounds. Where do I put this? I love how things levitate around whatever I'm holding. Or Jesse is holding, I guess. So that's for when I need to get out.
Careful in there, ma'am. Area's under quarantine. I wouldn't go in there without talking to Underhill first. Even if you have, I still wouldn't go in.
Excuse me? Are you lost?
Something like that.
Do you normally barge into people's private workspaces?
She clearly doesn't know who she's talking to. Shouldn't you be in a safe room?
Why? Because of those hiss things the Rangers keep going on about. Haven't you people sorted that out yet? The situation down here could spell doom for the Bureau.
You mean this mold?
Correct. Perhaps you could help me. I require samples of various mold strains, and the mold has made the environment far too dangerous for me to fetch them myself.
Really? Mold samples? I thought this could spell doom.
It could, and it will, whoever you are. The mold is spreading. We need to find the source before it spreads too far.
And these samples will do that?
No. Samples of 5 unique strains, when blended properly, will allow you to travel deeper into the pit where I've pinpointed the approximate location of the source of the mold.
Okay. So what do these samples look like?
Similar to the one on my table there. I've made a list of the samples I need. Here. You'll find them throughout the threshold.
I'll take a look. My name's Jessie, by the way.
I'm sure it is.
Oh, you sound. Grows near fresh corpses, near toilets, television, staircases, near the pit.
Have you worked with Emily Pope?
Our paths have crossed. Darling arranged for us to have a coffee. A meeting of the minds, he called it. She's talented. I can certainly see her doing well here.
I feel like there's a but coming.
But she's drunk a bit too much of the Bureau's proverbial Kool-Aid. She shouldn't be afraid to forge ahead on her own. Science is skepticism. Everything must be questioned before the truth can emerge.
But eventually you have to reach a point where, like, if you question why is gravity too much, you're gonna be like, okay, you're talking in circles now.
So is Darling your boss?
If you insist on clinging to such outdated hierarchies, then yes. However, I would argue that our fields are too dissimilar for one to manage the other. Of course, Darling would much prefer to find his own miracle solution to the Bureau's fungal frustrations. He always needs to be the hero.
The mold seems to be having some weird effects on things.
Indeed. Even people are susceptible. The fungus grows rapidly within the chest cavity, killing the host. Luckily, one must ingest the stalks to become infected.
Don't eat the mold. Okay.
We've always cremated the infected bodies after autopsy, but I believe there may be another stage of maturity. A blooming, if you will.
I never thought the word blooming would sound so horrible. So tell me again how you came to work at the Bureau?
Well, like I said, I was brought in as a special advisor.
No, you
a
didn't.
temporary position, you see.
Did you?
Although that's not the whole truth. I was employed here for a time, straight out of university. After a decade of admittedly fascinating work in threshold research and regulation, I began to chafe under the bureaucracy. I needed a change. Not that academia was so different.
And then the mold happened.
About 4 months ago, yes. Since my departure from the Bureau, they hadn't been able to find my equal in threshold analysis. Darling and I had kept in touch over the years, meeting at conferences and the like. He called me, and I booked a flight. I've never been able to say no to a man with a dangerous alien biosphere. I had to leave my post in the middle of term, but so be it.
So she's a professor. That explains a lot.
What, the holier-than-thou air?
Thanks for the information.
My pleasure.
The sense of, oh, she thinks that she's better than a lot of people. I got the achievement expert para-utilitarian. Why did I get that? spend 50 ability points. It's been a while! Dr. Darling's recently penned essay titled Redacted contains some glaring omissions that I feel I must shine a light on. Firstly, the entire premise of the essay is that the quarry threshold is beneficial to the Bureau, while the mold is actively hostile, to use his words. We cannot determine the worth of these dimensions and their life forms using bureaucratic definitions. Secondly, the mold is much more beneficial than some rock. Okay, yeah. If the redacted creating the mold were reconfigured in their purpose, the structures they could build would rival the greatest skyscrapers. The mold's resistance to various strains of disease we've attempted to introduce could be derived into redacted. Yes, admittedly, this application is more difficult than picking up a rock and gluing it to a wall, but I pause to wonder when the Bureau lost its eagerness for a challenge. Because they started recognizing, oh, we're endangering everyone. Mold threshold. Excuse me, what just happened there? So you want to know how my mold research is getting on, Casper? Here it is. Microscopic organisms, similar in appearance to redacted, construct the architecture of the mold. I do not understand if these, redacted, are the original disseminators of the mold or are bitten by some fungal infection. The mold is the most specific, prolific, and durable organism I have ever seen. I theorize there is a mold source, located somewhere on our side of the threshold, rooted here to accelerate growth in our dimension. I refer to this yet unknown source as Mold 1. The mold produces an enticing aroma to encourage human consumption of itself. It propagates in the chest cavity and quickly subsumes the entire body, seizing control of motor functions. This behavior was not observed when I first arrived, which means the mold has adapted to our presence, targeting our biological imperatives as a way to spread. It is truly an ingenious little thing. A full report will be ready soon. Keep your slacks on. Tatis, a crazy person works hard and a wise person gets away with less. Happy vacation to me. Oh, that's the chain letter. The spooky man letter has found you. I'm not gonna read that so that you guys don't have to worry about that anxiety. Hello, Raya. How's it going down there? Enjoying the mold so far? Settling back into life at the old FPC? I also wanted to ask how your coffee with Emily went. She's a star on the rise. Incredibly bright, extremely intuitive. But I want to hear what you thought of her. I think you two could be very good on a project together. Could learn a lot from each other. Let's get together and chat about it soon. Anyway, sorry for the interruption. I'm sure you can't think of anything besides the mold right now. You always were a woman of focus. I always admired that about you. Talk soon, Casper. Oh. Oh my goodness, almost 100%
I hate
increase.
guard duty down here. Fucking weird. This is nothing.
Okay. An astral blip. I'm amazed that this is not a hostile fungus. Okay, so one of them grows near toilets. I'm surprised it's not here.
Be careful down there. You don't want to have to come save you.
Don't worry, I'm often the one who's doing the saving.
Smells so sweet down here. Suddenly I'm really hungry. I wonder how this mold tastes.
Don't eat the mold, Jesse. That's a fast recharge rate.
Are those people?
You've met them before. Have you not? Ow! Oh, hello. Oh. Pfft. Hostiles. I don't see any hostiles. Where? There you are. I got a corrupted sample. Oh, so that's nothing new. This is why I don't like the combat sometimes. More often than not, sadly. Ooh, thunder. How long have I been going without a timer? Okay. Not too long. Wait, no, I wasn't. Wait, what? Time to try again. The combat in this game is certainly not my favorite part of the game. It's fun, but it's also not great. The pit. Which isn't actually listed for some reason. Astral exhibition. What? I don't remember that place, but my memory's not the greatest. Do I want something other than Pierce? Spin's pretty good, but... Ah, yeah, charge.
My family had black blood once. Bleach did the trick. Has anyone tried bleach?
Okay, I didn't even touch it, but okay. Pink Flamingo Supplement. Agents noticed a transient commonly found outside the entrance of the Bureau headquarters would carry the item and loudly claim to be responsible for the lack of inclement weather. The frequency of these claims attracted the personal interest of Dr. Darling. In interviews disguised as casual conversations, the transient reported that the item gives me clouds when it's hot and sun when it's not. An event of note occurred during a heavy downpour when the vagrant was witnessed performing a possible ritual with the item. See PAI 1372 for a detailed observation. Dr. Darling reported a wait of redacted seconds before the rain stopped. The vagrant was seized the next day. After redacted, he was found to possess no redacted and was released. The item remains in Bureau custody under suspicion of altered status, though it still has not been proven. All known variations of identification formulas have failed to elicit a response from the item. I don't know if I actually read this, but I'm going to just let you guys read this if you want. Okay, moving on. Dodge efficiency and shatter projectile choke. There we go. Though, one-way track is a lot better than just the, choke. Oh!
This looks like a good one.
I don't know which one that was. I think it was near the pit. That was. That one. Picnic basket procedures. What in the world? A hypnotic effect solely affects non-human animals, forcing them to congregate passively around the objects. Single-celled organisms do not appear to react to the effects. Interesting. Apparently, sometimes it causes causes aggressive response, but mostly it just gathers. Animals? Sorry. Restroom. Ah. This will be the toilet option then. What is this? Type B?
Gross. Underhill is gonna owe me for this.
I mean, you are director. Oh, the rain sounds so nice outside. And that's why I went with explosives. They always get the job done. Oh, there's another path into the same place. I wonder how much of this mold is, how many of these walls are just mold.
One of Underhill's samples.
I'll be back when I can pull it up. Okay, so the game crashed, so I need to relaunch it. Oh hey, it's Mr. Brothers. I don't know this person yet. Was that Ozzy?
Fixed. Building shifts occur at random and without warning, but with the Bureau's cutting-edge technology, we can stabilize the oldest house. Safe employees are happy employees. Certain rituals allow agents to navigate the oldest house as well. But accidents do happen. Trapping agents inside the walls. I heard you got stuck in your room for 3 days, Topher. Too bad you didn't have your book with you. Or any food. And remember, kids, when you feel the floor deviate, it's already much too late.
He feels like such an abuser. Like, he makes me so uncomfortable, not because he's creepy and macabre, but because of his speech patterns and how he feels so abusive. Like, he did not feel like a good person. So I just have types A and D left. Also, a storm has picked up, so you guys can probably hear rain in the background, which I personally see as a good thing, but I don't know if you guys like that. Oh, that's just so fun! It's so fun to Superman your way around. Staircase. Oh! Well, this will be helpful. Okay, that just happened. There's the sample.
This looks like a good one. That's all 5 samples. I should get these back to Underhill.
Let me go ahead and put my glasses back on, because I need to actually pay attention again. Okay. Constructs. Not that one. Mods. Hey, I can upgrade. Good. I can almost upgrade this. Oh, I can upgrade again. No, I can't. I need 20,000. I actually have everything except for the source. Surprisingly. What is through here? Nothing. Curious. Okay. Back off to Underhill we go.
You look like a woman with mold for me.
Indeed.
I found all 5, but I kind of wanted to eat them.
The mold has that effect on some people. Likely due to the fact it's not actually mold, or even of this dimension. I suspect it is the result of 2 incompatible molecular structures, one dominant, coming into contact. I call it mold, or fungus, because it's closer in appearance and behavior than anything else we know. Except perhaps bacteria.
She reminds me of my old biology teacher.
Did you happen to meet any more members of my ranger detail?
I didn't see any rangers. Just walking mold people. Unless...
Yes. If you found mold people, you found my rangers. I refer to the creatures as hosts. They, like other unwary agents, succumbed to the appetite. But that's nothing for you to worry about. The pill I'm about to make with these samples will make the lower level perfectly safe to traverse. It has the added benefit of immunizing you against the pit's toxic spores.
Feel like I should ask to see her credentials.
There. That didn't take too long now, did it? Ingest this pill, then go and find the source of the mold. Only there can we begin to understand how to stop it.
Take a mystery pill because a rude lady in a hazmat suit tells you to. Great idea, Jesse.
Welcome to the bureau.
Ugh. Honestly, did you want me to wrap it in cheese?
Not the taste, the smell. It stinks in here now.
Good. That means the pill is working. The worse it smells, the safer you'll be. Now go. Find the source.
Thanks for the information.
My pleasure.
Don't let mold hit your right. Do as you're told, don't eat mold.
This work would...
Oh, she can be amusing. Amusing. Human body functions. Blah.
This must be the pit Underhill was talking about.
You walked right past it previously already, Jess. Or you just came from there. I mean, this is probably the ranger team, right? No, this is a construction team. Or maybe rangers. But they don't have the HRAs. Hard to tell.